Hey guys, this is Pursuit again. I recorded this video originally yesterday using GeForce Experience, and that was a grave mistake. I went back to edit the video and look at it, and don't use GeForce Experience if you have more than one monitor, because it totally fucks shit up. Bad experience. Won't use it again. Right now I'm using Plays TV again. I've been having good experience with that. All I've got to do is re-render the videos after I record them to be a variable or a constant FPS instead of variable. It records it in variable FPS, which causes some issues with the audio syncing up with the video. But once I re-render them with a constant FPS, they actually cooperate in Adobe, which is nice because editing videos is a very big part in making videos. Anyways, I'm playing the T-44 right now. I still have not got anything other than the repair unlocked on it. I don't have any tracks or fire extinguisher or extra rounds. I'm using pretty much a stock tank with a decent crew in it. I think it's around level 50 right now, crew. But right now we're rushing, I guess rushing if that's what you want to call it, to capture point B. And this Hellcat's being kind of funny. He starts driving backwards right here like a boss, and he'll most probably die here in a minute, but I have no idea because I die in about 30 seconds. So I have no idea. I most likely to look to see if he lives, but honestly, who cares? But as you saw over there on the left, there's a Tiger H1, I believe, poking around over here. Yeah, Tiger H1. And right here I try and do a clutch shot and miss. Expected, but, you know, figured might as well. And bam, the Tiger shoots me through the building. I didn't know that was a feature until a few matches ago where you could shoot through buildings, but makes sense. Loose penetration, but you can penetrate through the walls. So I'm on fire here. He bounces off my front plate. I penetrate his lower plate. Don't do that much because, well, it's just default round on a T-44. What do you expect? It's an 85mm gun. He hits me again. My guys are screaming that the engine compartment's on fire and it's damaged, and honestly, yeah, I can tell that. The tank's literally blazing right now. It's feeling very Colombian, and I end up dying because no fire extinguisher. Blah blah blah, tears running down my face right now. But I respawn in my IS2, and that's where the game starts getting fun. Let me see if I can change the video here to look at what I'm looking at. There you go, switch to player's view. Should be better. I think you can, now it'll show when I zoom in and when I look around and blah 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 blah. If you know how the editor works, you'll know what it does. I've only used the replay watcher like 3 times in the entire time I played this game, so you must likely know more than me about it. But here we go. I just spawn aside. I'll go between A and B, or B and C, and see what I can do. I saw this Tiger over here, and I decide, why don't I shoot at him? I clip his very front left, and usually that wouldn't penetrate, but the IS2's got these baby Jesus rounds that just want to penetrate every tank in existence, pretty much. Very rarely do you bounce, and that's only like if you aim at the upper front plate of a Tiger II. But anyways, I penetrate him, and because it's an APHE round, actually I believe it's APHE ballistic capped. Yeah, armor piercing high explosive ballistic capped, which means it's armor piercing, and it's got the ballistic capped, and there he goes, he bounces off me again, and I miss. But it's armor piercing, so it penetrates. It's got a ballistic cap, so it penetrates a little bit farther than usual. And then HE, the AP-HE, are some of the best rounds in the game, and they're solely on Russian tanks as far as I know. But they explode more when they get into the tank instead of just penetrating and throwing shrapnel everywhere. They explode, so they penetrate and just shoot fire and molten metal everywhere. There you go, one shot of Tiger II, hit him in the lower plate, it goes through, lights his tanks on fire, and he dies. Most likely killed a lot of crew in there anyways, just from the shrapnel and molten metal. But there's an IS2 camping back there, and he decides he's going to take some shots at me, and I end up being cheeky and making him shoot, and he hits my track there. It's the second time he's done that. He didn't think that one through. But that Tiger one that I shot earlier in the front right-hand corner, I shot him in the front left-hand corner, and now all of his crew's dead. Those APHE rounds, just, you know, you can't live without them. Well, unless you're, you know, British or American or German, and then you get killed by them. Although the British do have the HESH, high explosive something or other. I don't know what the SH stands for. Shielded housing, maybe. But those have high penetration. And I believe right now there's an IS-1 coming up behind me, and he shoots me in the track, and I don't realize it until I see my track go red in the bottom left-hand corner. We'll see in a second. Anyways, he tries to sneak up behind me, and he does a pop shot, and he hits my track. Not a smart idea. He should. Yep, there he goes. He hit my track. He didn't aim his shot. This is an IS-1, so he wouldn't have done that much damage anyways. I turn around and just click. Upper front plate, one shot. GG was close for that guy. There's some more Tigers pushing up. Their team is very German heavy. I didn't notice that until actually right now. But right now, I'm just still camping out where I've been camping, you know, racking up the kills when I can, waiting for my big-ass gun to do its long-ass reload. And right now, I thought there was somebody over there near that wall, or coming down that alley, but there wasn't, obviously, because if there was, I would have been dead, or he would have been dead. But I just continue to camp out here for a while, shoot people when I get the chance. And this guy's about to have a bad day from a long distance. Bing! One shot again, hit his ammo, killed a whole bunch of his crew. Yeah. These APHE rounds against those Tigers, I mean, what are you going to do? And I think there's a Calliope. Yeah, there's a Calliope behind me right now, an M4 Calliope. And he's just firing off at this Tiger 2, or this Tiger 1. Tiger 1E. And I decided to shoot him in the lower plate, which was a bad decision. If you're ever going to shoot a Tiger 1, try to shoot him in the upper front plate. Because if you shoot him in the lower plate, that's where the transmission is at. And the transmission absorbs a lot of that strap metal. It's pretty realistic in my opinion. And I decided to go with the upper plate, and bam, destroyed. I think he had 2 crew members left out of the however many that were in there, so he was dead either way. Those Calliopes can do a decent amount of damage if they hit the targets, but if they don't, which they usually don't, they're useless. In my opinion, at least. I played one on the test server. That's about it. Rest in peace, IS2. You just got shreked on. That's the guy that was shooting me in the track earlier. Bad decision on his part, but good decision on my part. I'm glad he didn't shoot me, because if he shot me, that would have sucked. And right now I'm just waiting for this Tiger. I'm waiting for my reload. Yeah, the wrong reload. And I actually make a mistake here. I back up to get a pop shot in on him, and I don't aim it well enough. I hit his barrel, knock his gun out. So his gun's out. I don't know where the heck he hit on me, but he bounced. Which is surprising. I've gotten a lot of bounces this match. I've gotten at least 2 or 3 in this tank. And I wouldn't include the ones where my tracks get hit by the IS2 and IS1 because, well, those aren't really bounces, are they? It's just being absorbed. Yeah, he bounces off me with his German 88 high pin gun, which is surprising. And I hit his barrel. So we're just going to sit here for a while. Most probably in a few seconds we're going to move up because the game is almost over. As you can tell, there are teams pretty much out of the running. This Panther's sitting back here trying to kill this Tiger H1, who I should have killed, but I decided not to because I didn't want to get a shot off on him and he backed up. And that shot, as you can tell. Of all the places on his tank to hit that had no chance at all of killing him, I hit his MG port instead of penetrating. The MG port is just on top of the normal armor plating, so it's like extra armor, and it's rounded. And there's Ostwind back here, and there's a Tiger H1 back there as well, that I have no idea which way he's facing, but I shoot and kill. I love this gun. It's an amazing gun. I'm looking for that Tiger H1 over there, because I can see him on the... I can see his little bitty red name, that kind of showing, but I kind of figured my team would kill him, but they haven't yet. And there's this Panther D, who's the guy that killed me while I was in my... he was in his Tiger earlier, and he killed me when I was in my T-44. I shoot him, hit him in the front left of his turret, front right if you're him, and I make him wish that he never fucked with me. And click, click, boom. Yeah, this tank's gun is amazing. I've got a decent crew on it, so the reload's down a few seconds from what it usually is, but the reload's always going to be long on a 122mm gun. I mean, what can you expect? It's a 122. And goodbye, Tiger. That's the third Tiger 2 I've one-shot this match. Tiger 2s don't have that good of armor if they're not angled properly. And right here I make a mistake and decide to ram this guy. And that Tiger H that was over there earlier, yeah, he shot me in the back. I was like, what the hell happened? But, what can you do? Well, that's the end of that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.